for the first few times, but at last I've learned to love a little blood in my wine. I'm a goddamn mess for you to clean up, but I like it. And your dream turned into a nightmare when I crawled inside it. And the whole world thinks I'm insane, and it might be true. But if I'm fake,
Oh, hey.
Hello?
Where did you come from?
Over there. So you're Arabian?
Yeah, it's mine. It was a very fucked night.
Okay.
We should go somewhere else because some 4 riders rode past not too long ago. And I mean, they didn't see me, but they're probably looking. I don't know if they're wet hats or not. I was behind them, but just in case we. Jesus fuck. We need to go somewhere else. Come on.
You okay?
Um. Mm, no.
Hmm.
No.
No.
Yes. I am, but I'm not. I have a lot to fucking tell you. A lot happened. A lot happened. Did you have your horse or are we taking my horse?
I've got my horse too.
All right. I'm just gonna ride with you if that's okay.
Okay. Okay. What happened?
You remember that woman we met in the telegrams? That Jenny person who was talking all big about how, oh, I was only asking about you all because I want to make sure that I don't touch any of your associates or family or anything like that.
What did she do?
She took Chippy, kidnapped him, shot Colby too. You remember Colby from the bar?
Yeah.
Shot Colby in the shoulder, took Chippy, shot him up, almost blew his hand off, and then on the other hand, she took a knife and dug her fucking initials into him, branded him like he's a fucking cow or some shit that she can just put her name on.
Huh?
Yeah.
In
Yeah.
the name of what?
Fuck if I know. She didn't have a good enough reason for it. She told Abel, who is a friend of ours, that she did it because Chippy went up to her in a store and was saying something like, oh, nobody likes you and shit like that. Apparently, I guess her ego is so fucking fragile. But she failed to mention, the marking and all that, so we don't know what the full story is. I haven't seen Chippy since, but anyways, the Charlotte and Wyatt put a $1,200 bounty on her for anyone who could bring her and Jesse, who's the man that she was with, that we saw her with, to us. Abel ended up bringing her over to us in Van Horn. She was knocked out. But Abel is apparently close with her and was saying she's not going to learn her lesson. She's already lost a leg. She's already gotten all these other scars and everything. So he practically begged us to do whatever we were going to do to her, to him, and make her watch. And maybe she'll learn her lesson then because someone she cares about is getting tortured. We obviously didn't take it up on that because it has nothing to do with her and making her change. It has everything to do with what she fucking did to Chippy. And we're not gonna hurt Abel because I quite like Abel. And I quite like the Spades. Anyway, we brought her up to a cabin that's not far from Coulter. And Lou did some shit, broke her hand, and carved into her. I took her ring finger off. I was gonna give it to Chippy, but I thought it would be kind of funny to give him her ring finger with a donut wrapped around it because he has that whole donut wives thing. But then Charlotte said that he doesn't like torture, so I just gave the finger to Charlotte and let her decide what to do with it, since Chippy's like a son to her. So we brought her down from the cabin so that we could wake her up in the doctor's office, get her, all patched up and whatnot. And Lou was wanting to keep her for a bit. But somebody, somehow, some way, figured out where we were and telegrammed Dale that we were there. Lord, she came in yelling. Made me jump, I swear to God. Scared the shit out of me. Anyways, apparently Avery York had come looking for us along with a couple other deputies, and they were not far. They were searching around the mountain, so we had to get out of there. So I did. I got on my horse and fled, and just... I haven't seen my brother or Charlotte since, but I know they're staying out here somewhere.
So, why did you and Lou get involved so much? That's a lot.
The thing with the torturing and stuff like that, it was more so a Lou and Charlotte thing, and I was there to make sure that it all went smoothly.
So
But
it was all coerced by
Chippy...
Charlotte, not Lou or yourself.
Chippy's our family. We'd do it for any of our family. That's just it.
Yeah, I get that, but I feel like Dal might have more stakes.
Yeah, and I agree with that. Anyway,
A lot of heavy shit.
it was more so for Charlotte and Chippy's sake. And Charlotte was very upset. Understandably so. What do you think? I got it all secured. Here, let me pretend to know how to do your signature.
Okay. I like what you did with the place.
Thank you. I spruced it up a little bit. Yeah, someone left over a few things. Oh, I got a pipe and pipe tobacco too, if you want
They left
some.
some hay. That's good.
It's a pretty easy camp to keep up too, you know. Only $100 a month, and then I think 10 pieces of wood or something like that. It's not gonna be too hard. We could probably find someone who does some lumbering and stuff like that, and just buy a whole bunch off them and keep it there.
The upkeep is 5 wood and $20.
Oh, sure, something like that.
Oh, we can store money in here?
It's like a communal money thing, yeah.
Oh, there's $80 in there already.
Yeah, I put that in there. I figure if we
Okay,
go and buy a whole bunch of wood, we can keep it in the storage box. And then
I
keep
put
the
some
money
more
in
in
there.
there.
Okay. Anyway, it was a long fucking night.
Yeah. Sounds like it. Well, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't plan on staying awake
Yeah, that's fine.
at all.
Yeah. What have you been doing?
Honestly, nothing much.
No?
No. I've just been around sending telegrams and
Have you been provoking people?
not even that.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm surprised.
What do you mean? What do you take me for?
A provoker.
Maybe. No,
Hmm.
I've been trying to stay out of trouble. Best I could, at least.
Well, I guess you've done a good job at that.
Well, I mean,
You're
since
still
yesterday,
here.
I feel like a lot happened. Yeah.
Yeah. We did a yeah, we did a lot. We did a lot. That was a good day though, considering.
Yeah. There's gonna be a lot of heat on us, though. Especially with the whole Jenny Osborne thing. Where is she now?
I don't know. I think Dell took her. What she did with her after that, I have no idea.
Does the law know about it? They know it was us?
I don't know. I think they know at least that it was Charlotte, and I guess by proxy us, but I have no idea.
Well, shit.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Well, yeah, it'll be fine, but it's just gonna make everything else more difficult. Trying to get hold of Jackie, trying to get hold of the other two.
Yeah. I guess so.
That's why I think we need to move quick and try and get in contact with more groups. The rest of the gangs. See if we can get those to help us too.
That's true. We could put a bounty out on Jackie anyway, just like, the Barnetts have one out on Johan.
I mean, we could. But how likely are people to actually go in for the bounty?
I think the Spades would do it once they're all rested up. They're just not rested up.
You heard anything from them?
Actually, funnily enough, I saw Zeke yesterday, but it was right after the whole Jenny thing, so we didn't talk or anything. Um, I don't know. I just gotta find Chippy at some point, see how he's doing. He was in really really bad state. I think that's kind of what
Who took them?
triggered it all, is that we saw him like that. We just wanted to make her hurt.
I get it. Who took them?
Jenny,
No,
what do you mean?
after he was found.
I don't. Who did find? Actually, Lou and Charlotte found him up by Baucus, I think. He had wandered down from wherever they had him and passed out. Or somebody, maybe Otis, found him. I got separated from them at that point because I went into Valentine to grab my horse so that I could go search the other areas on the way up to Bacchus. But then I ran into Wyatt, who said that Abel had Jenny out near Annisburg. And then they found Chippy.
So it was all pretty quick.
It was all very quick. I mean, it didn't feel quick. It felt excruciatingly long, but in the grand scheme of things, it all happened very fast.
What were you planning on doing today?
I wasn't really planning on doing anything, except for coming and finding you, telling you what happened.
What about Jenny?
No, I wasn't going to do anything more with her myself. It was my brother who wanted to keep her. I think he wanted to try and break her, drug her. He has this jar of paste that he uses on people.
Break her? What was he trying to do?
And fuck with her mind.
By the sounds of things, it's already a little bit fucked up anyway.
Not in that kind of way.
Huh.
And this paste makes you see things. It opens your eyes to the other side, so to say.
Is that the voodoo you were telling me about?
It's something entirely different.
Huh.
My grandpappy was the original owner of this book, and then he passed it on down to Lou. He never brought me on any of these little adventures or anything. I don't know much about it at all, to tell you the truth. But it's why I have that scar on my hand, why Lou has it. Dale. Whoever else he marks. Except for some reason, he didn't mark Charlotte. And I don't know why. He claims he marks people to protect them from his God. From whatever is talking to him, but I don't know why he didn't mark Charlotte if it's all about protection. Well, I don't want her hurt anyway, so what's it matter?
I don't know. That just sounds like a whole lot of horse shit to me.
Do you not believe in unseen things?
I believe in something.
What do you believe in?
I don't think I've quite figured that out yet. There's a lot of fucked up stuff going on in this world. But too much to worry about. To be thinking about some kind of entity.
Well, that's
You know-
the funny thing, though, is ever since Charlotte, he hasn't been thinking about it at all.
Well, there you go. And what's happened to him? Nothing. As far as I'm led to believe, religions, cults, all those kind of things requires sacrifice, requires time, requires effort. I don't follow any cult. I don't follow any religion. I've not been struck down by no invisible god. You know, there was a group. They once lived up here, I'm sure. I don't know if you've heard. Called themselves the Sheep Cult.
No?
It's as wild as you imagine it to be. They worship some kind of demigod sheep thing. They had their own church. They had shamans. They even infiltrated the sheriff's office at one point.
Really?
But what was it all for? Shit, I don't know. So why would I believe in something that I can't see?
Because sometimes we just don't have the answer. Doesn't mean it's not there.
Well, the only thing I believe in at the moment It's us, Mary Sue.
Well, I am a god, so can't blame you for that.
You're a seeing goddess. The queen of snakes.
What does
The
that make
empress of
you?
the swamp. Queen of this mountain. What does that make me? I don't know. Some lucky son bitch that just happened to be in the right place at the right time.
Do you believe in fate? Or is it all just luck?
I don't believe in that either. I believe we make our own luck. We make our own fate. Hell, we make our own faith. I believe anything that we do, anything that happens to us, anything that will happen to us, is all based on the actions that we do, the stories we tell. But shit, if people want to go on ahead and believe in that kind of stuff, that's totally fine. Fuck me, no.
I believe everything has an avalanche effect. You know, I think things happen in the order that they're meant to happen, no matter how much you try to stop it. Everything has
Yeah.
purpose and reason,
But
even
who's
if it's
writing
all
those
chaos.
rules? Who's writing those rules? We write those rules.
You think so?
If I wanted to stand up and jump off that cliff, do you think I'd survive?
Probably not.
Well, there'd be only one way to find out, wouldn't there? But I'm making the conscious decision not to do it. Because that's what we are, we're conscious.
Sure.
And
But there-
consciousness means we make our own decisions.
There's always a cause and effect to it all, though, right? Yeah, you're making your own decision, but your decisions in the end still affect everything else, and sometimes your decisions, though they are your own, alter decisions that would be made otherwise, and there is some law to the universe.
You think so?
I think so. I mean, hell, I'm supposed to be dead by now. The amount of times things have tried to kill me, sure, you should be dead by now too. But we're still here for some reason, no matter how our decisions have affected the likelihood of our deaths.
I don't know about that. I'm still here because I chose to still be here. I made the right decisions at the right time.
You think so?
Oh yeah. Ain't nothing gonna kill me unless I let it.
Well, good. I'm gonna hold you to it then.
Is that right?
Yeah, you're not allowed to die before me, so you have to
Well,
keep
yeah.
choosing to be alive.
You hold it to me. Maybe I'll prove something to you.
All right.
There ain't no gods, there ain't no ghosts, there ain't no ghouls. There's as only people. And the decisions those people make. Well, that's what I say anyway. But who knows, I could be completely wrong about that. There might be some 12-foot giant lizard tail, head of a gorilla, strength for 20 men, visits me in my sleep. Starts telling me what decisions to make. I doubt it, but it could happen, hey.
You never know.
Will you do me a favor?
Hmm.
You ever see a pig fly? Let me know.
I mean, sure, just throw one off the cliff. They'll be flying for a few seconds anyway.
Sure. You think vampires are real?
No.
Or
Unless
think
you
there's
count
just people out
vampy.
there that like drinking blood?
Yeah. I knew one of them.
Exactly. What kind of mysterious powers did they have?
It wasn't mysterious powers, it was just her.
Just power.
Mm. Why do you think people do it? You know, drink blood and stuff like that.
What do I think about it?
Yeah.
I mean, everybody's got to have a hobby.
It's a hobby.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to admit it's overwhelming to think about how everything in your body connects somehow and works somehow, and you lose a finger, somehow your hand still works. Your blood, you can use a little bit of blood, but your body will replace it. I mean, it can't just be happenstance that things work so perfect.
Is that what you think? Everything works perfect.
Perfect enough.
You ever tried opening a jar of pickles?
I haven't actually had much pickles.
Well, a jar of anything.
Hmm.
You ever got the lid stuck? Couldn't do it yourself?
Yeah.
Didn't work perfectly then, did it?
I more so mean it working in tandem with itself to keep you going, to keep you breathing.
I know what you meant. I don't know. I don't know how to answer that question. Why are we here?
I'm not asking you for an answer, I'm asking you for an opinion.
I don't really know.
Well, that
You know
goes
what I do know?
back hand in hand, though, into the whole conversation of, you know, yeah, some things are completely in your control, but some things are completely not, even within your own body.
Sure. Well, I don't know about all that, but you know what I do know?
What?
You know, I visited a small town once.
All right.
Riddled with villains. Sick people everywhere. It's a poor town. But then on the hill there was a large castle. Bending roads. One of those old drawbridges. You seen those?
No, in books, yeah.
Yeah, the bridge goes up and down, stopping folk from getting in and out, attacking the
Yeah.
place. So while I was passing through, talking with the locals, they said that there was a very powerful person lived up in this castle. And I said, well, why don't they come down and help? And they said they help all they can. But they just require payment, so to speak. And I said, what kind of a payment? And they said, once a month, they usually grab a traveler from the side of the road, and they got to tie him up, take him to the edge of the drawbridge, and leave him there. And I didn't think anything of it. Stayed at a local saloon that night. I woke up surrounded by people, hands bound, legs bound. They were all holding torches. Now, you can probably imagine my surprise waking up to all that. They took me on then down to the castle, dropped me off. A few minutes go by, they all leave. Drawbridge comes down. Large man walks out. Completely dark. A very large figure. Takes me into the castle. Sits me down at a table. You know what he told me?
What's that?
He told me that his name was Dracula, and I'm here to suck your blood.
You're ridiculous.
I'm a vampire.
Yeah. Careful, don't tell Vampy that. He's sworn to kill all vampires.
Yeah, probably. But I don't know, Mary Sue, this whole thing about life, about entities, about faith, about karma.
Hmm?
I don't think any of that exists. I'll be honest. Not for me, anyway. Maybe for somebody else. Not for me. But like I said, I could always be wrong.
And maybe you're right. You know, I grew up learning all about words affect your surrounding, and the things you say, you have to be careful. And your tongue is a weapon and all that. And then that led into the stitching, knitting, and everything weaves together in different ways. It just sort of makes sense. And then, well, I don't know. Maybe I hold on to it because it seems like it's the only way I can keep faith that I'll see the people I've lost again, you know? Because if they're not there, then I have to actually let go. I'm not good at that. I don't like letting go of things.
Maybe. But the people that you cared about and lost, you can always choose on how to remember them. So they're always there.
But it's not the same as thinking they're actually there, you know? In some way or another.
Yeah.
You know, the auntie that I lived with, and back when I first left here, and she was renowned in their town. Lots of people would come by her for her card readings or otherwise. But every single Wednesday afternoon, a priest would come by. And she never did any sort of black magic or anything for him. They'd just sit down at a table and talk. Two completely different worlds. A woman who was, in his mind, riddled in sin and demons, I guess. In her mind, a man who was ignorant and, well, a blockhead, I guess. Putting aside their differences just for simple conversations. I always found that funny. They otherwise hated each other, but they seemed to always be able to talk.
Sometimes a healthy discussion between two people is what it takes. You don't have to agree with each other. But you never know. Even a broken clock is wrong. Is right twice a day at least. But who's to say what's right or wrong? Not me, that's for sure.
You know, and since it's all about choice and stuff with you, right? You have to choose to stay alive. And you choose to stay alive. If you choose to die before I die, I'm gonna shrink your head out of spite.
You ain't shrinking my head.
It's not like you have a choice.
I don't think I'd suit a shrunken head.
Well, I guess you better stay alive then,
I'll think about it.
I am a very spiteful bitch. Good luck trying to stop me. Unless you're alive.
You're a very intriguing woman, Mary Sue. One of a kind. Special breed.
Special, huh?
The rarest kind.
Well, you're pretty rare yourself.
You think so?
Nah, I know so.
I'll take it. Who would have thought, given the circumstances, we'd find each other?
And then the other circumstances on top of that. You know, I wasn't sure I was ever going to see you again. You always just disappear. But then you always just pop back up. And just when I needed a laugh or something, a distraction of some sort. And finally, when I was free. I don't know, that sounds a lot like fate to me. You know what's so great about this camp, too? It's right in the middle.
It is.
Like, we're in such a good spot.
We are. And we can see everything.
Yeah. Works
Yeah.
perfectly.
That does not look comfortable.
It doesn't, does it? How on earth? Hold on, I can. How do I want to sit today? Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Very comfy. So cozy.
So cozy.
So cozy. That's right.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
Goddamn right.
You're goddamn right.
We also have so many flowers around here. It's fantastic. Oh my god, that reminds me.
Oh,
Shit. Do I? Do I have it on me?
do you have a wall?
Hold on. No, where did I left it. I put, hold on. Oh, yeah. All right, close your eyes. All right, hold out your hands.
Are you gonna do arrest me?
No. I'm giving you a present. All right, open them.
Oh, you didn't. Where'd you get
Gift
this?
coming too, but I'm not going to tell you about it because that one's even better. But holy shit, it's going to take a little bit of work.
What do you mean?
But it's okay. Yeah. Well, I'll have you know. That was getting worked on before you got me mine. So, just know that is that.
How's it look?
It looks fantastic. It suits you. It really brightens up the buckles.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look, I got your two favorite colors in there.
You think I should keep it?
Above and beyond. What do you mean you think
Um,
you should keep it?
You think I should keep it on? I should wear it?
You kind of look like a clown.
Alright.
Maybe. Hold on. Maybe maybe it could be like your special event flower or something, I'll keep mine for that too. Though I need to find a good shirt that it pins nicely too, because the pin doesn't hold on any of the shirts I have right now.
I'll keep it on for now.
Yeah. Anyway, like I said, there is another gift coming, and I think you're gonna especially like this one. This one was on the fly. I came up with the perfect idea and used my businesswoman expertise to do it. To procure it. But whenever that one is ready, there is going to be an audience to watch
What
them
is-
and give it to you. So
What does that mean?
it's good.
What are you doing? An audience?
Yeah, I know. I know. I know you like an audience, so there's gonna be an audience.
Do I?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know where you got that impression of me.
Well, that's why you wear all the buckles, isn't it?
For an audience?
Makes you seen,
Right.
noticeable.
Okay.
You stand out.
Sure. Yeah, that's why I do
I
it.
mean, everyone can look at you and know it's you just by how you're dressed.
Well, that's not my fault.
Very unique. What do you mean it's not your fault?
It's not my fault.
If you're wearing the same thing quite a bit, it is kind of your fault, but it's not a bad thing.
What do you mean? I got many disguises.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
But they all have what? What's the commonality in every disguise?
What? I, that is still me? I don't know.
All right, hold on. Go put on another disguise. I want to see all these many disguises that you have.
Okay. Okay. What do you think?
Okay. Is that the one you normally wear?
What do you mean? You've never seen this before?
Have I never seen this before?
No.
All right, darling. Now, what didn't you change?
Um. Why are we talking in riddles here? What are you getting at? Hold on, I got another one, okay? You'll never know it's me. Okay? You seen
Do
this one
you
either?
ever change your hat?
Why would I change my hat?
Well, if it's a disguise, shouldn't you change your hat?
Where the hell am I gonna get another hat from? This is my hat.
You can have more than one hat, darling.
I don't want one more than one. This is mine. This is
Well,
my hat.
that's everyone knows it's your hat
How would they know?
because it's on your head.
Wait, of course they're gonna know it's my hat if it's on my head.
Yeah.
But the rest of me, look, I'm disguised. I got red boots on,
Oh,
red
what
shirt,
about your mask?
leather pants. What about it?
Well, it's the same mask you wear on every outfit. It's pretty telling.
Wait, I can't change that either.
Why?
Or my hat.
Why?
Because it wouldn't be mine anymore. It's somebody else's.
But if you're in disguise, you're not trying to be you, you're trying to be someone else.
That don't make any. Look, I got another one. Okay.
Okay.
Look, fancy. You never know.
Yeah, I really like this one. I'm a big fan of this outfit. Now, what about the vest?
What? You like it?
I love the vest. It's a very beautiful vest. But it's the same vest you wear on every single outfit, and it's pretty noticeable. I think you're the only person around that wears it. One that's like it, anyway.
I, I've seen plenty of people wear vests just like this
I don't think so.
all the time.
I don't think I've ever seen another one. It's a one of a kind vest for a one of a kind man who, it's fine if you don't want to change, but if you're in disguise and someone's hunting you down, shouldn't you at least change the most noticeable things about you, which is the vest, at least?
Hmm.
Oh my god, who are you and how did you get in here? No strangers allowed here. This is a private camp.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I suggest you leave before you get your ass kicked.
Oh, yeah? Who's gonna do that?
I will.
You? Little lady?
Yeah. That's goddamn right I will.
I'd like to see that. To
Lord,
see you try.
you know, and that's just me. That's just me. Just wait until my man comes around. God, it wouldn't even last a second.
I bet he don't. Know of a lady like you, I'm sure.
Oh, you came back.
Yo, what did I miss?
Oh, we just had a stranger in our camp. Don't worry, I
We
scared
did?
him off. Yeah, I protected you.
You protected me?
Yeah.
My hero.
I showed my muscles, and they were enough to scare him off.
Oh, I can see them from here.
Yeah. Don't worry, I talked you up too.
Oh, you did?
I did.
I bet he was real scared.
I was shaking in his boots.
But he took off running, tail between his legs.
Goddamn right it did.
Goddamn right. That's my lady right there.
Mm-hmm. We should get a sign for here.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I mean, I
What
don't
you
really
think?
care about, you know, pretending like this isn't our place or something like that. If someone wants to know we live here, they should. And we should do something. And what should the sign say?
What should the sign say?
Hmm.
I, I don't know. What are we calling ourselves? Should we have a badass name?
We should. Because you're not a
You wanna be
LeBlanc. I'm not. I'm not a pickle. Or
You're
a
not
claw.
a pickle or a claw.
So it needs to be something that is telling that it's us without it being our names necessarily.
Hmm. We have some imagination between the two of us. I'm sure we can work it out.
Yeah. We have something. I mean, I could try drawing the the carving that's on my gun handle. I mean, it's what? It's a bird and a snake.
Camp Falco.
Can't Falco?
No, no. That's what it says on the gun.
Oh, that's true. Did you hear that? Am I losing
That
it?
is true. What'd you hear?
I thought I heard horses, but I think I'm just losing it.
Some wild horses down there.
That must be it. It's gonna take some getting used to being so open. Out in the open. What's over there? Oh, is that emerald? That must be emerald. Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks like it's something. Looks like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I'm so tired.
Mm-hmm.
I think I might head off to bed.
Yeah, go to bed.
I think you should do the same very soon.
I I absolutely should. I'm probably gonna go see if I can at least send a telegram to Chippy and see if they're, alive. And then I'm gonna go to bed because I'm so
Aw.
fucking tired.
Well, think about it. The earlier you go to bed, the earlier you can wake up.
Yeah, that's
Back to
true.
it.
You want to do that boat trip tomorrow?
You want to do the boat trip tomorrow?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Oh. Oh.
Oh.
Oh.
What?
Would you look at that?
Oh yeah, you can leave your horses here to pasture.
I didn't know you'd set all this up.
Yeah. It's our home.
Wow.
I gotta find a way to make it safe for Mel to be up here too, but that'll come at a later date. She'll just stay at the shack for now.
It is cold up here.
It's freezing for her. Way too cold.
Way too cold.
Way too cold.
But that's okay. We got each other.
Alright. Good night. I will see you in a little bit. I'm gonna go down to telegrams and probably come back.
Okay. Good night, sweet pea.
Good night, darling. Lord.